Today, we're diving deep into the life and legacy of one of the most influential voices in hip-hop and contemporary music, Drake. From his early beginnings in Toronto to becoming a global superstar, Drake's story is one of resilience, reinvention, and unmatched versatility. Whether you know him for chart-topping hits, emotional lyricism, or his groundbreaking impact on genre blending, this video script will guide your audience through every major chapter of his life. Grab your headphones and let's explore the rise of Aubrey Drake Graham, the artist, the culture icon, the legend. Early life and background of Drake. Born Aubrey Drake Graham on October 24, 1986 in Toronto, Canada, Drake grew up in a world where culture and opportunity collided. Raised by a single mother, Sandra Graham, Drake's childhood was shaped by the diversity of his hometown, a melting pot of Caribbean, African, and urban influences. He attended Forest Hill Collegiate Institute, where he first experimented with acting and performance. Drake's early years weren't without struggle. His parents divorced when he was young, and he often faced social pressures that fueled his introspective and emotional lyrical style later in life. His first taste of fame came not through music, but through acting, portraying Jimmy Brooks on the hit teen series Degrassi: The Next Generation. This early exposure to the entertainment industry taught Drake about presence, performance, and storytelling, skills that would later define his musical craft. Yet, while acting gave him visibility, it was hip-hop where his heart truly belonged. Surrounded by the cultural vibrancy of Toronto's music scene, Drake began writing and recording, determined to carve out a new musical identity rooted in authenticity and emotional honesty. Breakthrough in music. Drake's shift from television to music began slowly but with unmistakable intent. In 2006, he released his first mixtape, Room for Improvement, which immediately showcased his introspective lyricism and melodic flow. But it was his 2009 mixtape, So Far Gone, that captivated the world. This project wasn't just another mixtape. It was a cultural moment. Songs like Best I Ever Had and Successful showcased Drake's emotional vulnerability mixed with confident swagger, a contrast that was rare in hip-hop at the time. Labels and industry insiders quickly took notice, and Drake soon signed with Young Money Entertainment, joining a roster that included heavyweights like Lil Wayne. With this backing, his first major label album, Thank Me Later, debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, cementing his place in mainstream music. Drake's artistic identity emerged clearly, a blend of introspective storytelling, smooth melodies, and genre-defying beats that appealed to both rap purists and pop audiences alike. His early breakthrough wasn't just commercial, it reshaped hip-hop culture. Drake introduced a new emotional depth that invited vulnerability into rap, expanding the genre's emotional range and setting a template countless artists would follow. Lifestyle and personal traits. Drake's lifestyle reflects the duality at the heart of his music, rooted in emotional authenticity and elevated by sweeping success. He's known for his fashion influence, blending streetwear and luxury brands, often setting trends rather than following them. His affinity for designer fashion lines like OVO, October's very own, speaks to his connection with brand storytelling and personal identity. Despite his massive fame, Drake still values close-knit relationships and loyalty. His songs frequently explore themes of love, heartbreak, and friendship, an emotional honesty that fans around the world connect with deeply. Beyond music and fashion, Drake is a savvy entrepreneur with ventures in liquor, sports partnerships, and media. His OVO sound label has helped launch careers and support artists who value creative freedom. Drake's lifestyle often blends public glamour with private vulnerability. He owns luxury homes, attends major cultural events, and travels the world, but also shares personal reflections through social media and in his music. This balance between confident success and introspective humanity is a major reason listeners feel a personal connection to his story. Drake doesn't just make music, he invites audiences into his emotional world. Influence on hip-hop and pop culture. Drake's impact on hip-hop and pop culture is undeniable. He blurred traditional lines between rap and R&B, crafting melodic verses that influenced a whole generation of artists. His style, a trademark blend of vulnerability and bravado, shifted expectations in the genre. Today's charts are filled with artists who embrace the emotional openness Drake championed, proving his lasting influence. Culturally, Drake redefined what a global superstar looks like in the streaming era. He mastered digital platforms early on, using mixtapes, social media, and strategic releases to build a global fan base before traditional album cycles. Hits like Hotline Bling, God's Plan, and One Dance didn't just dominate charts, they became social phenomena, spawning memes, dances, and cultural moments. Beyond music, Drake's collaborations span generations and genres, from rap legends to international pop stars. His voice is instantly recognizable, laid back yet sharp, melodic yet deeply emotional. Drake's influence extends into fashion, film, and even sports culture, reinforcing his status as a multifaceted global icon. In every corner of entertainment, traces of Drake's impact can be found. Legacy and what's next. Drake's career is still evolving, but his legacy is already monumental. With multiple chart-topping albums, countless awards, and global tours, he's secured a place among the most influential artists of his generation. Yet, Drake doesn't rest on past achievements. His evolution continues with each new project, exploring fresh sounds, deeper emotions, and innovative collaborations. Fans and critics alike now watch every announcement, knowing that Drake's next move could redefine music once again. Whether he's dropping a surprise album, experimenting with new genres, or expanding into film and business ventures, Drake remains a cultural force. His story, from aspiring actor in Toronto to global hip-hop legend, inspires young artists everywhere to pursue their truth and embrace their complexity. Drake's legacy isn't just about hit records, it's about impact, shaping culture, expanding emotional expression, and reimagining what a modern artist can be. His journey reminds us that talent, vulnerability, and fearless creativity can change the world. And, as Drake continues to grow, one thing is certain: the world will be listening.
Musical style. Drake is considered to be a pop rap artist. While Drake's earlier music primarily spanned hip-hop and R&B, his music has delved into pop and trap since the albums Nothing Was the Same, 2013, and Views. Additionally, his music has drawn influence from regional scenes, including Jamaican dancehall and UK drill. Drake is known for his egotistical lyrics, technical ability, and integration of personal backstory when dealing with relationships with women. His vocal abilities have been lauded for an audible contrast between typical hip-hop beats and melody, with sometimes abrasive rapping coupled with softer accents, delivered on technical lyricism. His songs often include audible changes in lyrical pronunciation in parallel with his upbringing in Toronto and connections with Caribbean and Middle Eastern countries, which include such phrases as ting, touchin' road, talkin' Boise, and guanin' wasi. Most of his songs contain R&B and Canadian hip-hop elements, and he combines rapping with singing. He credits his father with the introduction of singing into his rap mixtapes, which have become a staple in his musical repertoire. His incorporation of melody into technically complex lyrics was supported by Lil Wayne and has subsequently been a critical component to Drake's singles and albums. Drake's style of R&B is characterized by vacant beats and a rap-sung dichotomy, which has seen incredible mainstream success, spawning several imitators. The lyrical content that Drake deploys is typically considered to be emotional or boastful. However, Drake is often revered for incorporating degrading themes of money, drug use, and women into newer idealized contexts, often achieving this through his augmentation of the typical meaning of phrases in which he combines an objective and subjective perspective into one vocal delivery. His songs often maintain tension between pause and pace, tone, timbre, and volume and vocal fermata. Drake is credited with innovating what has been referred to as hyper-reality rap, characterized by its focus on themes of celebrity as distinct from the real world.
Personal life, health, and residences. Drake lives in Toronto, Ontario, in a 35,000 square foot, $100 million estate nicknamed The Embassy, which was built from the ground up in 2017 and is seen in the video to his song Tootsie Slide. He owned a home nicknamed the YOLO Estate in Hidden Hills, California from 2012 to 2022, and bought a Beverly Crest home in 2022 from Robbie Williams for $70 million. He owns a condominium adjacent to the CN Tower. He also owns a Boeing 676 and in 2021 rented a $65 million multi-purpose property in Beverly Hills. Drake has a variety of tattoos, some of which are symbols associated with personal accomplishments, such as a jack-o'-lantern, October Legend Harta, translated to October Lionheart, owls, and a controversial Abbey Road 1969-inspired depiction of himself and the Beatles. He has portraits of Lil Wayne, Sade, Aaliyah, Jesus Malverde, Denzel Washington, 40, his parents, grandmother, maternal uncle, and son, and several related to Toronto, including the CN Tower and the number 416. On August 18, 2021, Drake revealed he contracted COVID-19 amidst the pandemic, which led to temporary hair loss. He was also one of the first celebrities to publicly test for the virus in March 2020. He contracted the disease again in 2022, causing the postponement of reunion concerts with Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj. Family and relationships. Drake's paternal uncles are musicians Larry Graham and Teenie Hodges. Larry Graham was a member of Sly and the Family Stone, while Teenie contributed to songs for Al Green, including Love and Happiness, Here I Am, Come and Take Me, and Take Me to the River. He dated SZA between 2008 and 2009, and in 2011, reports emerged that he was dating Serena Williams. Drake was in an on-again, off-again relationship with Rihanna from 2009 to 2016. He has mentioned the relationship in every one of his studio albums, and when presenting Rihanna with the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award in 2016, he said, "She's a woman I've been in love with since I was 22 years old." On his relationship with her, he said on the talk show The Shop, "As life takes shape and teaches you your own lessons, I end up in this situation where I don't have the fairy tale of Drake started a family with Rihanna. It's so perfect. It looks so good on paper, and I wanted it too at one time." Drake is a father to a son, who was born on October 11, 2017, to French painter and former model Sophie Brousseau. Brousseau's pregnancy was the subject of several rumors after featuring in a TMZ article in early 2017. After the nature of the pair's relationship was discussed in Pusha T's story, The Story of Adidon, Drake confirmed his fatherhood on the album Scorpion in 2018. End of story of Drake. From humble beginnings in Toronto to dominating global music charts, Drake's journey is a testament to resilience, creativity, and emotional honesty. His influence on hip-hop, culture, and music as a whole is undeniable, and his legacy will be felt for generations. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tell us your favorite Drake moment in the comments.